Hey people, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. This one is my CD collection part 2, the second installment in the CD collection videos. I thought I don't have a backdrop, they are always chopping and changing, but I thought just for fun, we'll do this one sitting on the floor next to the actual CDs. We'll just pull them out one by one and off we go. The part 2, so we're going to tackle just another 10 that's in the collection and go from there, talk about them, and you know how it works. Let's get going. The one that we're starting with today is literally probably an album that the last CD that I actually bought, and that is Lephil's new album, Existence is Futile. This album is really, really good. I bought this purely off a whim. I wanted it on vinyl, obviously more so, but given the fact of the country that I live in, I thought, nope, to have it on CD is just as good. It sounds amazing. It's just such a really, really awesomely horror-filled, scare, filth album. And honestly, if you haven't listened to this one, I would highly recommend you go and check it out. The singles on it are awesome. I did a review on this album when it came out, and yeah, honestly, it's just such a cool, monstrous killer filth album. Definitely one of the best ones that they've done in a while. So that's really, really cool. Next up is original black metal days. We've got the OG. We got Transylvanian Hunger. Wow, we have Transylvanian Hunger. Again, the only Dark Throne CD that I've got. I've got 4 or 5 others on vinyl, which is a shame because I would love to get this one to complete the the awesome early period. But no, this album is awesome as well. It's definitely probably up there with like top two Dark Throne albums underneath this and Under a Funeral Moon. But no, this one's really, really cool. If you like raw black metal, like raw to the raw, I mean, this is as raw as it gets. You can't get any more rawer than this. And when I say raw, I mean W-A-R. War. Say it backwards. Raw is what I mean. R-A-W. Oh my god. But yeah, absolutely boss album. Really, really awesome. Next up is another one. Death. The second album, Leprosy. Again, I own the first one, Spiritual Healing, Human, on vinyl, but I don't own this one on vinyl. So again, it had to be on CD, and that's okay. That's alright. I don't mind too much. It's still cool to have. This one's 2 discs, I believe. Yep, 2 discs with the album, obviously. And Leprosy Rehearsals is on disc 2. This is from when did this come out? Oh, it does tell me, but it's in a very faint, bright orange writing, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Leprosy. That's real cool to have. Awesome songs on this one. Leprosy, Born Dead, Forgotten, Left to Die. Pull the Plug. Oh, brutal. I ranked all of Death albums too. Go check that out. Okay, now the next chunk are probably going to be, if you're not a fan of the band, you might get bored because I have a fair few of these. Going back to death metal, coming off of death metal, we go back to power metal. We've got Sonic Firestorm by Dragonforce. 2004, this one. It's signed, if you can see there. Yeah, nice and signed. Very, very cool. Easily one of the better Dragonforce albums. Fury of the Storm, Soldiers of the Wasteland, Prepare for War. Ultimate classic tracks on that one. Really, really awesome. The second Dragonforce album that I have is Ultra Beatdown. I've had this one for years. As you can see, it's very beaten up. And beat down, up, yeah. This was the first Dragonforce album I owned. I just, again, got it because it was Dragonforce, and I couldn't believe that I was seeing them in the shop, so that was really cool. Heroes of Our Time, The Fire Still Burns, Last Journey Home. There's some really, really good ones on this. People bash this album because it's not Through the Fire and Flames, and I'm like, yeah, that's true, but it's still good. It's not bad. Next album from Dragonforce is their live album, Twilight Dementia. This is not their best work, purely because it just sounds. It's a live album. It sounds okay, but it's like it's lacking the bass and the punch that you get from their studio albums. But anyway, it's pretty much a live greatest hits. Heroes of Our Time, Operation Ground Pound, Fury of the Storm, Soldiers of the Wastelands on here, which is really cool. Through the Fire and Flames, Last Journey Home, Valley of the Damned. They're all there. Everyone loves it. The Power Within, 2012 from Dragonforce. First album with the current singer. This one definitely took Dragonforce in a much more different direction. You know, Cry Thunder's on here, which slowed them down, made everyone go what? But this album is actually really, really cool as well. Yes, it's not 80 minutes of 8-minute tracks, but I think that's good. You know, Holding On, Fallen World, Cry Thunder, Seasons. Honestly, team, go get it. Really good. Probably my favorite Dragonforce album. Sorry about this. Maximum Overload. This is a deluxe edition, CD and DVD. And this is the tour I saw them on when they came here. And it was just awesome. This album is like the beginning of their experimental, you could say. This is like the beginning of the downhill. But this is like the last good one. The next album that came afterwards to me was the beginning of the downhill for these guys. The Game, Tomorrow's Kings, Three Hammers, Symphony of the Night. There's some really, really lovely sounding songs on here. And it's so, so cool. Even though I just said that was like the beginning of the downfall, this one is the beginning of the downfall. But I'm still buying them because I'm a diehard fan. This is Reaching into Infinity. And not a lot to talk about really, except probably Ashes of the Dawn. That's quite cool. Curse of Darkness is awesome. But then the actual thing that does save this album is the last song, which is The Edge of the World. That's a really fun, long, progressive, interesting, different song for these guys. It's just really, really cool. It's really long. And yeah, if you're like me and you love long songs, then ideal, really. The last album, album 10, so this has pretty much been the Dragonforce episode, but that's alright, is their last album, and easily their most disappointing, in my opinion. Extreme Power Metal. I bought it because why not? It was just there, and it's there in the shop on vinyl, but I've got no desire to pick this one up. There's like maybe 3 songs on this one that I like. Highway to Oblivion, The Last Dragonborn, The Infinite Shred Machine is cool, but there's some stupid ones on here, like Strangers, Razorblade Meltdown. They're just, yeah, some of them are just, no. Nah, not my thing. But yeah, like I say, 8 minutes into the video, and that's CD Collection Part 2. If you're enjoying these, give it a like, and I'll be sure to catch you up with the rest of them, and we'll just slowly get through them, I reckon. So yeah, until then, have an awesome day, and I'll see you all again soon.